Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. I am here with 3 unboxings. The Owlcrate, the FairyLoot, and the Bookstagram. And I think they're all September boxes. I think. Pretty sure. As per usual, if you are here for a particular box, I will chapter this video and I will also link the timestamps down in the description bar. And let's go ahead and start with the Bookbox Club. Bookbox Club is a YA subscription box based in UK. They send this to me in exchange for an honest review. And the theme for September box, it was the September box. Also, I am so sorry, my nails are really chipped and we are going to ignore it. So, Once Upon a Story is the theme and that's how the card looks like. You have all of the details on the other side. They always include this little envelope with your name and your personal invitation to have a chat with the author, which I think is really cool. I don't want to look though, because I don't want to know what the book is until we need to know, which is this, a hardcover, always wrapped like a present. First thing is a little candle, and it says, what does it say? You get to see first. It says, "No place like home." It has like a little ribbon around it. I feel like I maybe need a card to know what the fandom is. Ruby Slippers candle by Bookworm Candles. So obviously this is a fairy tale inspired one. Oh, it smells really nice. I don't know what it is, but maybe it says here. I don't know what the scent is, but it's very kind of like, it smells like candy you would eat as a kid. Next we got, I think, a little, what are you? Oh, it's one of those, I think they're like multi-purpose scarf headband thing. I'm not sure. With these bookish prints. You have 3 wishes, happy ever after, what big eyes you've got. So all of the Once Upon a Time, all of the fairy tale things. Snood. I think it's called Snood. I never actually know how to use these, but I'm sure like a quick Google will tell me. Next we have a little pillowcase, and actually it's quite little. This is I think it's like a small cushion, sofa cushion one. And it has this super colorful design of a castle, a book, some symbols from fairy tales like the apple, a slipper. Again, in my opinion, would be really cute for a kid. Next we have an Orin enamel pit. Ooh, and it's 2 snakes kind of intertwined. I quite like that. It's in these baby pink and mint color, and it's actually pretty cute. Aw, again, really adorable planner, like a weekly planner, but like very whimsy and very fairy tale like. My weekly book planner, week off, whatever mood of the week, pages read, hours spent reading, numbers of books read, books I'm reading, ratings, favorite quotes, and books to read. That's actually really cute. I quite like that, especially there's a lot of pages here as well. It's like a pretty chunky one, so it would last you a while. Normally maybe again the design would be something that I like, but I don't know, somehow works. I quite like that. The other item here is a set of bookmarks, postcards, which look very festive. Oh, they're all the same actually, so I don't actually need to take them out, but there's like, I think maybe 5. And A Girl Made of Air, I think it's a promotional item, but it's actually really cute. Like it's like a girl walking on a line. It's really pretty. Very festive, so you know, season is coming. Let's get to the book, which is actually a very interesting shape. It's like an actual square rather than rectangle. Oh, this looks really pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. Hello? Look at that. It's like a foil, like it's a hardcover only. There's a little dragonfly in the middle. I love that. That's so beautiful. A Tale of Two Worlds, Michael Faber. That is so pretty. Oh my God. With 26 letters and the alphabet, you think that losing one of them wouldn't be so bad, but it was very bad indeed, or very ba-ini, because it's a D, I assume, as everyone around her would put it. We have these beautiful inside pages used. A tip in. It's actually blurbed by Neil Gaiman. It says, "Glorious, a story that will be found and enjoyed and dreamed about for years to come." I'm actually really intrigued by this book, and it is gorgeous, and I love the shape. It's very, I don't know, it's very It's beautiful, and the spine is beautiful. Not particularly overwhelmed by the items, but I think overall it's a pretty nice deal. So that's our book box club. Let's move on to Owlcrate. So Owlcrate is a American-based subscription box, again, of YA books, and they send this to me in exchange for honest review. So this is a very tightly toyed box. Oh god. No upper body strength. Bunch of goodies. Okay, what's the theme? I don't have a theme card. I think it's a bit lower. Ooh, very noir. I really like that. Glorious Haunting. And the spoilers on the other side, which we'll keep nearby. So this is a little blanket, and I actually love the design because it's just like letters. Nevermore throw blanket, and it's a beautiful cover. It has Owlcrate on it, and I think it literally has the text of it. It's super soft, like most of these blankets that come in the subscription boxes, and the previous one I didn't like because, like, first of all, the size is a little bit off because I do love when the blankets are massive. However, obviously this is hard to include in a small box for any of the book box, but it's actually quite nice just to like literally throw over yourself while sitting. When it's a design like this, I actually love it. So I think it was mainly the colors of the previous one that we got from them that I didn't like, but this one has a beautiful crow and some beautiful feathers. Gently put it aside because I am wearing all black, and the white fluff is beautiful. I love it, basically. I love simple color schemes. I love, you know, black and white stuff, black and gold. It's like my thing. Next up, oh, I love the aesthetic. Okay, so this is a candle, but it's in this amber glass, which I really like, and this like oldie potion type of label, and it says the Black Flame Candle. It's by Novelly Yours, and oh, it's black inside too. Oh, I'm so confused. It smells really nice. Like, some tones smell really nice, but then other tones, oh, I'm so confused. Okay, so bourbon, it's gonna be the bourbon, essence of vanilla and bourbon. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna be a massive fan of this box, I'm just gonna say that. Then we have this beautiful enamel pin of just like a hand holding a rose, and it's very gothic, and I just really like it. And this is inspired by the book of the month, so that's really excited. The Pickety Witch is who's designed it. Is a really cool pin. It's something that I would actually buy because I'm all about that witchy vibe. So I love it. I literally love it. Next thing, we have something here, not quite sure what. Monsters were unrestrained, unbowed, and beautiful in their destruction. Coffee spoons, inspired by the Bone House by Emily Lloyd Jones. Oh, so we actually get quite a few and in different colors. So we have 3 spoons, and they're like these skull spoons, so they're really cool. And we have silver, golden, and black, and I actually already own this. That's kind of cool because now I have 4. I will mix in my daily magnesium with it, the old soul that I am. Next thing, we have a Sleepy Hollow lip balm. It looks like this. It's like a cinnamonish scent. Oh, pumpkin spice. So yeah, it's a little handy lip balm. Next thing, we have something in this brown envelope. Oh, that's so cool. What are you? Enamel bookmark? Oh, that's so cool. But most importantly, look at the design again. Oh, this month's aesthetic is just very much me, and I love it. That before DNF. I love the pun. Do not agree with the sentiment whatsoever. I think people should DNF and not waste time on the books that they're not enjoying, because we have our hours left on here, you know, like it's trickling down and you don't want to waste it on other places. But the chain is very small, so I'm just wondering how this is going to work, but it's super pretty. I really like the design. Who Lapels and Spells is who's designed it. Maybe it's not supposed to go through the whole book because it is a very short chain. And then the very last item is actually the book. So we have the Dear Reader letter, and the book is Horrid, which is very nice and spooky looking. What are you about? Oh, it's signed as well by the author, and oh, we have the, oh yeah. This is how the spine looks like, and we have their very first Reverse Does Jack artwork. And it's actually really pretty. I really love it. I wonder if Owlcrate is gonna start doing these as well now. I love this artwork. It's really beautiful. It's very spooky. It's very fitting for the vibe, I think, even though I don't know what the book is about. So far, I'm getting spooky. Is this grief, mental illness, or something more horrid? I don't know how to feel about that mental illness thing there. Anyway, following her father's death, Jane North Robinson and her mum, Ruth Ellen, moved from sunny California to the dreary, dilapidated old house in Maine where Ruth grew up. All they want is a fresh start, but behind North Manor's doors lurks a history that leaves them feeling more alone and more tortured. As the cold New England autumn arrives and Jane settles into her new home, she finds solace in old books and memories of her dad. She steadily begins making friends, but Jane also faces bullying from the resident bad seed and struggles to tamp down her own worst nature in response. Ruth seems to be spiraling with the return to her childhood home, but she won't reveal why. Then Jane discovers that the storage room Ruth has kept locked isn't for storage at all. It's a little girl's bedroom left untouched for years and not quite as empty of inhabitants as it appears. Whenever there's like little girls involved, I'm usually afraid to begin with. And I would love to hear if you have read this and what you thought. So we have the Owlcrate booklet thing that shows us how their version is different from the usual one, and then we have the next month's theme, which is legends and lore, and every box will include a unique and useful item created by fabric designer Janine Lecour, or if I butcher that. That's how that looks like. So I actually love this box so much. I think it's my favorite of Owlcrate's in a while now. I just really enjoyed the aesthetic. I really enjoyed how items flew together, like tied in together really nicely. Okay, and it's getting very dark, so that's nice. Last but not least, I have FairyLoot, which is not going to be a review because that is where I work. This is just me kind of showing to you what's inside of it. And FairyLoot is a UK YA fantasy box. However, they also have the warehouse in United States, and they ship from there directly to United States and Canada. So it's kind of both UK and America. And the theme is under the sea, so lots of mermaidy action going on. This is then by Tara, and on the other side you have all of the spoilers. So first of all, there is this brush, which is like a hair detangler thing. This custom design on the other back, on the back, which is just general sea inspired and also done by Tara. Next up, there is a To Kill a Kingdom mug. This is illustrated by Gabrielle Ragusi, and it has a quote inside of the cup that says, "It's like holding a story rather than a person. She feels wild and infinite in my arms." And the scene of on the mug is actually of this mermaid reaching for this dude in a boat. I actually really like the yellow colors sometimes. It just make me a bit happier, so I'm quite happy to have this mug now. Next up, we have a couple of metal straws. These are in this ombre style, and it has a spoolie for cleaning them. We have a regular size one, and we have a bubble tea size one, so it's pretty chunky. It's a thick boy, but we can also use it obviously for like anything thicker like milkshakes or smoothies, stuff like that. On this one it says make waves, and on this one it says beach please. So that's how the straws look like. Fun fact, I've never actually had bubble tea. Is it all that people talk about? Next we have a keychain that fell out, and it is inspired by Ursula from Little Mermaid, and it says poor unfortunate souls, if this would just focus. There we are. And it has a trident on it and little purple for Ursula's honor. The tarot cards for this month are 7 and 8 of Swords. This is Trick from Nevernight, and this is Aylin? Oh no, that's not Aylin. What's her name? I can't remember. The girl from Ashlyn. I want to say Ashlyn, but I'm not. I'm doubting myself now. There is also a postcard from Atlantis. You know, like you have town and place postcards. Well, this is from Atlantis to send to your friends. I think it would be pretty funny. Then we have a bigger pencil case or makeup case that has this quote that I love. It says, "Don't grant all the prince's requests, darling girl. Men are always asking for more than they should." And it's just something to live by, I think. This design is done by Ink and Wonder, and the pouch actually has this like velvety inside, which I really like. And then coming to the book. The book is actually Fable by Adrienne Young, who wrote Sky in the Deep, which I actually quite enjoyed. I really like the size. This is the same size as, what's it called? Oh my god, the Curse So Dark and Lonely. I love this. I wish all of the hardcovers were the size, and then I would be 100% into hardcovers more than paperback. So this is the Fable version in this box, and it actually has the glittery sprayed edges, and it is signed by Adrienne here herself. And let me read the synopsis for you. Trader, fighter, survivor. As the daughter of the most powerful trader in the Narrows, the sea is the only home 17-year-old Fable has ever known. It's been 4 years since her father abandoned her on a legendary island filled with thieves and little food. To survive, she must keep to herself, learn to trust no one, and rely on the unique skills her mother taught her. The only thing that keeps her going is the goal of getting off the island, finding her father, and demanding her rightful place beside him and his crew. To do so, Fable enlists the help of a young trader named West to get her off the island and across the Narrows to her father. But Fable soon finds that West isn't who he seems. Together, they will have to survive more than the treacherous storms that haunt the Narrows if they're going to stay alive. In the last couple of bits, we have the art print of the main character, as well as the reader letter from the author, the matching bookmark for the theme, and the fairies talking about the next month's theme, which is Wicked Hearts. That's going to have items inspired by Caraval, The Young Elites, Castlevania, Star Wars, and also by the featured book of the month. And that actually concludes it. I cannot believe it got dark whilst I was doing this. Let me know how you are. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!